Hi and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today I want to show you a backup camera that was sent to me by a company that sends me products from time to time. This company is called BOSCAM, B-O-S-C-A-M, and I will put a link down below in my Amazon store so you can check it out. And as you know, I do make a commission for anything sold in my Amazon store. But check it out and see if that's something that you're interested in. It comes in handy. All the cars today, you know, it comes with the backup camera built in most everything nowadays. But if you have an older vehicle and it doesn't have the backup camera, now you have the ability to add it on if you choose to. The unit itself, it mounts on the license plate in the back of the vehicle, the camera on the top, the solar panel on the bottom, and then when you're parked outside, it just charges itself up, so you don't have to worry about charging it up. The camera or the monitor portion of it goes up on your dashboard wherever you choose. There's a suction cup that sticks it to the dashboard, and you can adjust it wherever you want to. And then it plugs into like an accessory port, a cigarette lighter, or a connector for a power port. All right, so let me just show you what it looks like, and I'm not going to do an installation. I'm just going to show it to you, and I will be giving it away to some lucky subscriber on my channel down the road. That's the owner's manual that comes with it to how to install it. This is the piece itself. Let me show you this. That's how it comes in the box, of course. All right, so this is the piece that mounts up on the dashboard so you can monitor the rear of the car. This is the button that you would mount someplace so you can actually turn the unit itself on. And then underneath here will be all of the other parts here. This part is the camera, and it is adjustable. You unscrew the screws here, and you can adjust this up or down, whichever way you need to have the camera facing so you have a good view. So this mounts on the top of the license plate, and then this mounts down on the bottom, and the license plate will be right inside here. So it slides right up underneath there. So it doesn't really get in the way of anything. All right, and that's how it mounts like that. So it mounts to the back of the license plate here and the license plate here, and it mounts up just like that. All right, and this is the piece that mounts onto the back of this unit here, so you can stick it on your dashboard and put it wherever you choose to. There is a cable. Like I said, you'll need to plug it into an existing power port so you can power the unit up. And the only other thing it comes with is this, and this you'll need to charge the unit up the first time you're going to use it before you can put it on the vehicle. So that way it's fully charged, and it doesn't just have to be charged up from the sunlight. It can be charged up before you put it out there in the light, so it'll be 100% charged already. Okay, so this is what comes in the packaging. You've got your charging cable that plugs into your accessory port. You have your piece that plugs onto the back of the unit itself, so you can put it on the window and you can position it any way it needs to be positioned. The little clips go into the side here, and when you push them in, you just push it up and it snaps in place, just like that. All right, you would take the film off the back here of the suction cup, and then on the front of the screen itself, we're going to take off the paper that's on the screen. All right, and that's pretty much the unit itself. We're going to disconnect this band that comes on here. It's just a rubber band that they have during the shipping process. And then we're going to take our plug that plugs into the accessory port, take our rubber band off of that, and then we put the two of them together. There's only one way it goes together. You can see there's a tiny little groove inside there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a very small groove inside there. See that groove? It has to line up with the groove on the other piece. So you just put it in there and you rotate it until you feel it catch, and then you push it, and you wait for it to snap in place, and that's it. All right, so this part is all finished. This is ready to be mounted in the car now. I would just take this. Oh, I just want to point this out to you as well. On the back over here, there's a small little indicator light that lights up. When it's got power being applied to it, the light lights up. And then you can also plug in the back of it. You have a USB connector that you can charge up any accessories that you want to charge at the same time. The button you can mount anywhere inside the car itself, but you just pull that red tab off the back of it and you can stick it wherever you need to. Back here, the camera itself is adjustable. Once you put it onto the vehicle, you loosen these Phillips head screws, and you can just move the camera up and down as needed so that you're pointing in the direction which is comfortable for you to see what's going on behind you. And then once you have it set, then of course you just tighten it up with the screwdriver and it'll keep its position. And on here, this is the solar-powered piece itself. In the back right here, you plug right into the back where that little connector goes there. Before you use the unit itself, you need to charge it before you stick it outside in the sunlight to charge itself. So you'll just take your connector, plug it into the back of it, and then once it's plugged in, you let it charge up until it's fully charged, and then that's it. You won't have to charge it up again. It'll charge up from just being in the sunlight outside. But you need to charge it the first time before you actually get to use the unit itself. Now it comes also with a plug that has the USB connector on the end of it, and it's got the smaller piece that you plug into the receptacle on the unit itself. You just push it in, and then you charge it up through your computer, through your adapter, whatever you have to charge it up. There's only one way it goes. And after it's charged up, then you just take this cable off, pull it out of there, and then you're finished. This cable is not to be used again. It'll charge up by itself when it's in the sun. Now when you're ready to use it, there's a small little button right here that you need to. Okay, and then you press the little button. You'll see on the face of it a little light lights up red, and that means that the unit itself is now powered up and ready to go. All right, and then once you press the button and the power, the red light comes on, then you would just take this little rubber tab here, make sure you push it in all the way, so that way no water or anything gets into it when you have it on your vehicle, and that's it. And it's all ready to go. Now the solar panel itself, let me just tell you this first. The camera, you have to mount it to the license plate. See, the red paper comes off of there. It's sticky on the back of it. So what you would do is take your license plate, like this piece of paper here. We'll make believe this is the license plate. You take your license plate, you clean the back of it off. You take the sticky paper off the back, the red, and then you put your license plate on top of it like that, and you push it, and it'll stick right onto the camera and also onto the solar panel itself. And then once it's on the plate, of course, and you have it on the vehicle, you can adjust it up and down as needed. Alright, so this is pretty much the whole unit, and the solar panel is that part right in here. This is where the sun gets into it and charges up the whole thing. Alright, let's get outside. We're going to put it on the vehicle, and let's see how it works. So come on, let's take a walk outside. Okay, now like I said, it's fairly easy to put it on there. You'll have your license plate, and of course you would have cleaned it off with a rag to get any kind of grease or dirt or anything off of the plate before you stick it on there. And then you mount it with the solar panel on the bottom. Remember that little tab on the bottom down there is closed up. And then we have the camera part up on top, and that's exactly how it mounts up. Fairly easy. You just unscrew your plate and attach it right to it. Let's go inside the car. Now on the car itself, you can put the monitor any place you'd like, and you plug the cable into a cigarette lighter or an accessory port, and then you can still charge your cell phone through that plug that's provided right there. The cable, you can route it any way you'd like to. There's plenty of cable on there, so you can route it any way you want to. The button you can to turn on the rear view camera, you can mount it any way you like to. If you want to mount it here, you want to mount it wherever you want to mount it in the car, you can. then what happens when you put the car into reverse, you just press the little button, the monitor then becomes alive, and you can see what's going on behind you, and you'll know if you have a nice clear path behind you and what's behind the vehicle itself. Now I just want to point this out. After about 30 seconds, after about a minute, the unit will shut down by itself, and then you would need to press the button again in order to activate it. And like I said, you can put the button anywhere you want, whatever's convenient for you. After about a minute, the unit itself then will go dark. You don't have to do anything. It'll turn off by itself after about a minute of being on, just to conserve power so that it's not on all the time. That's it, it turns off. And then when you're ready to put it into a parking area, or you need to see what's behind you, then you would come up with the button wherever you placed it, press the button, and the unit itself wakes up and it comes alive again. Just like that. All right, so I'll put the description down below. Check it out. And if it's something that suits your needs, then by all means you can order it. All right, I hope you like this. I'll let you know down the road when I'm going to do the giveaway. I have one piece that they did promise to send me another one, but we'll see how that goes. But all right, in the future we'll do a giveaway, and maybe what we're going to do, thinking about it, maybe what I'm going to do, instead of doing a giveaway every couple of weeks or something, I'm going to wait until I hit 100,000 subscribers. Once I hit 100,000, then I'm going to do a giveaway on a lot of different stuff, all at the same time, as a thank you to anybody who's my subscriber out there. And that's it. All right, so as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.